Why do people fall off the track of a weight loss program? And what can you do if you find yourself falling off to get back on? So I think it's really important to discuss that because most people who are on a weight loss program at some point in time find themselves not progressing or feeling like they're stuck. And I think no matter what program you're on, it will help you to prepare and think about this in advance so that you'll have some ideas what to do. So today we're going to talk about that in detail. What to do if you feel like you're falling off the track of a weight loss plan, and how to be productive and get back on and to get those results that you want to get. I do want to address, I know people are asking, you see I have some bruises and some bandages. And so I do want to explain that because I know people ask. So as you may know, I live in New York City, and a few days ago, I tripped over a crack on 3rd Avenue walking. There was a crack there that I didn't see, and clearly it wanted me to see it. And so I had a bad trip and ended up with this. But I do want you to know I am fine. I am feeling fine. I look worse than I feel. And so I wanted to make sure I was here tonight in our regular time to provide help, because I am truly dedicated to see that everybody in our group can get the permanent weight loss results that you want. So I want to be here for you. I am fine to be here for you, and I want to assure you that I am okay. I will heal. And thank you. I know some of you are going to reach out to me and direct message me. I would love to see some comments in our comments section. If you want to ask, how are you doing, Dr. Ellen, or something, it will make me feel great to know you're thinking of me. But I really am dedicated and wanted to be here for you, again, to talk about this topic, why people fall off track of a weight loss program, and what to do if you find yourself in that situation. Because most people who try and work for weight loss do find themselves at some point in that situation. And I think it's important to prepare and think about it in advance. So think about it this way. You are starting here, you want to end up here, and a weight loss program gives you a track, a bridge to get from where you are to where you want to be. Now, the $92 billion weight loss industry, when you fall off the track of one of their programs, they routinely will say that you didn't have the self-control, you didn't have the willpower, the discipline, the motivation to stay on track. They will blame the people who come to their plan. But I say, in most cases, and there can be two reasons when you are on a bridge, on a track to get from here to here. It could be possible that you don't have the motivation, or it could be that the bridge was shaky. It wasn't stable. The bridge was never reliable to get you where you're going, and so the bridge broke, or you fell through the bridge, the track, because it didn't protect you. It didn't serve the purposes. And I want to make sure you understand that when you don't stay on the track, it doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't have the discipline. And I'm going to show you why in many cases, and in most cases when people tell me they couldn't stay on track for a program, it's often the fault of the program. And so I want you to realize that, first of all, so you feel respected, so you don't take the fault when it's not your fault, and that when you look for a weight loss program, you are going to find something that where the track will be reliable, firm, dependable, you can rely on it to get you to permanent weight loss, not a program that's shaky and that's going to blame you that you couldn't stay on a track that never was built strong enough to get you to where you want to go. Again, I want to make sure everybody does understand the difference. And I really feel very strongly that people should not be disrespected and told it's their fault, when in fact, in most cases, it's not. So what causes a weight loss track to be shaky, to be not firm, to be not dependable, to be not reliable to bring you to permanent weight loss? Well, if you want to get permanent weight loss, if you have a program that's not sustainable, and I speak about this a lot, this is just one example, but those programs that tell you to starve, to cut your calories so low, people can do that temporarily, but you cannot starve for the rest of your life. And eventually, people either say, I'm hungry, I'm going to cheat because I'm hungry, and that's not your fault if you're hungry. Or people will say, I just can't do this anymore, which again isn't your fault. It was a program that did not serve your needs, that you could not stay on. And there are so many programs like that where people are told to eat such low calories or to limit themselves to such a narrow range of food types that most people cannot stick to for the rest of their lives forever. And again, what happens when you go out of that range, or you decide you're hungry and you go back to your old previous patterns of eating? You regain the weight. And so those programs keep people in that yo-yo diet cycle, even if you get some temporary weight loss. Eventually, because the track was not firm, not stable, not reliable, not supportive, you end up gaining again. And you never want to pick a weight loss program that has an unstable, unreliable, undependable track, because it's not going to bring you to permanent weight loss. At best, it's going to keep you in that yo-yo diet cycle. And that is one of the reasons why I want to teach people this, so you can raise a red flag when you're learning about programs that this is not going to be a reliable program. And again, I want to give you certain red flags to look for. So one, is the plan not sustainable? Does this sound like something you cannot do forever? Some of the boot camp exercise programs that make you feel you have to live at the gym or spend hours at the gym that you know you will not have time to do. You probably don't even have time to do now as much as they want you to do. Again, that's not realistic. If it's not realistic, it is a shaky track. It is not for most people, unless you love the type of exercise that they talk about and you want to do this regularly for the rest of your life. Otherwise, for most people, those programs are not reliable, dependable, or realistic to bring you to permanent weight loss. What about programs that tell you to count calories and points and macros? And again, in my opinion, they teach you an unnatural relationship with food, and people don't live on that forever. Eventually, people get tired of counting. And when they get tired of counting, what happens? They fall through the track. Again, it's not your fault if it's not a sustainable plan. So that's one example when it's not sustainable. Another example, again, are the extreme programs where they have the narrow categories of food, which you probably don't see yourself doing forever. What about the programs that tell you either calories or counting or something, but you know you have a slow metabolism and you're not burning calories? Well, if you have a slow metabolism and they're not giving you a way to speed up your metabolism to burn calories, you're still not going to lose weight efficiently, because the definition for losing weight is to burn calories. And if you are stuck in a slow metabolism, then all these gimmicks of counting calories, counting points, counting macros, and you feel stuck, is because you're stuck and not burning fat, not burning the calories. So a weight loss program needs to show you on the track that it is actively addressing speeding up your metabolism and addressing how to get you unstuck to move you out of fat storing mode to fat burning mode. If you feel stuck in holding your weight, then you most likely are having a slow metabolism and you are probably stuck in fat storing mode, which is why you're not burning calories. You don't need to starve. You don't need to live on narrow categories of food. The skinny people out there don't starve and live on narrow categories of food. They eat everything and anything they want. They just have a fast metabolism. They are not stuck in fat storing. They burn calories actively. So a weight loss program that will lead you to permanent weight loss will have to lead you out of fat storing mode to fat burning mode, out of slow metabolism to a faster metabolism, so you can meet the criteria of burning calories, which is what leads to weight loss. Again, a shaky track that only tells you to count calories or count points or starve doesn't move you out of slow metabolism and is not likely going to bring you to permanent, significant weight loss. You need that extra part to move you and teach your body how to actively, vibrantly, and in a healthy way become a fat burner and jumpstart and kickstart your metabolism so you are a fat burner, so that you do lose weight efficiently. Also, another red flag is, does a weight loss program teach everybody a one-size-fits-all method and tell everybody to lose weight in the same way? So someone who's 25 years old or 50 years old or 75 years old, a young woman, an older man, a middle-aged young woman or man, someone who has to lose 25 pounds, somebody has to lose 75 pounds, somebody who has to lose 100 pounds. The same process doesn't work for everybody. Similarly, somebody who has sugar cravings or binge eating, or somebody who has weight from post-pregnancy or weight from menopause. Everybody in those categories does not lose weight in the same way. So you have a right, and you should be asking a weight loss program, how can I lose weight to address my needs, my problems, my obstacles? Because that is what's going to remove the root causes that are keeping you stuck in fat storing mode, in slow metabolism. And when you remove those root causes, those obstacles, that's what gives you the dependable, fast, efficient pathway to burn calories and to have your body knowing how to burn calories and keep them off so you do achieve permanent weight loss. And that is what makes the big difference. So what I do with my clients is I always make a personal profile of obstacles, and we make a full, complete list. What is keeping you stuck in fat storing mode and slow metabolism? Are you having sugar cravings? Are there post-pregnancy pounds, menopause? Are you having thyroid issues? What are the issues keeping you stuck? And then we figure out the plan to remove the root causes and move you from here on a dependable, reliable track to your permanent weight loss goal. Again, it's not a one-size-fits-all program for everybody. Beware of those. Not everybody from 30 to 80 years old to lose 25 or 100 pounds, to lose pregnancy and menopause pounds. Not everybody loses weight in the same way, and I really consider it disrespectful to try and give an easy program and tell everybody to lose weight the same way. That's not how it works. What needs to be done is to help you get rid of the root causes that are keeping you holding weight so that you can move reliably from here on a dependable track that will speed up your metabolism, that will remove your root causes, and will help you move through the stages and past any plateaus and any obstacles so that you can get from here to permanent weight loss. And I hope that clarifies really why people fall off track, how it's important to have a reliable track that addresses your root causes so that in fact you can get to your permanent weight loss goal, and that you know that you can stay there because you have a permanent plan to move you from fat storing to fat burning and slow metabolism to fast metabolism, so your body knows the system to keep the fat and the calories off. So again, I hope these explanations are helpful. I want to help everybody in our group get permanent weight loss. If you would like more information, if you'd like to talk to me about creating that track to get that reliable, dependable, realistic track that will help you stay on it and will be realistic and sustainable, I'm happy to speak to you. I will put my calendar in the comments later tonight, and I will have a limited number of appointments, and I look forward all the time to speak to you. I've spoken to some of you in our group, and you are doing great. I'm so proud of those of you who've moved forward and are getting significant, and many of you already permanent weight loss. And again, I thank people for reaching out to me. I know my bruises look pretty tough. I had a really good trip on 3rd Avenue a few days ago on a crack that I didn't see and I missed, but it saw me. But I am doing well. I look worse than I feel. I really do feel fine. And I thank everybody for reaching out to me. And I am really dedicated. I am here every week in this group at our regular time, Sundays at 7:30 in Facebook. Make sure you continue to join us here. If you're seeing this in YouTube, please like this video and make sure you subscribe so that you will know when I post new trainings. And I can't wait to help you find that dependable, reliable track that will allow you to stay reliably and realistically on it so you can get from where you are to your permanent weight loss goal. Let's get you going and let's get you there. Talk soon.